Hey guys, how you doing? Just coming here to check out this new Avengers Infinity War first look. It's been over almost 10 years and I can't wait to see what they're going on in this film because we all know that the Avengers are going to face Thanos, so I can't wait to see what Kevin Feige and the MCU has for us. So let's go check it out, see what we got. Hmm.
Before creation itself, there were six singularities.
Red Skull in the Tesseract. Power Gem.
Forged into
Mind
infinity
Stone.
stones.
Time. Hmm. Nice set. I'm liking
This is
this.
our first day. Here we are in Pinewood in Atlanta.
Chris
and
Pratt.
It's actually pretty unbelievable.
Star
Day
Lord
one
and Tony
of what
Stark
promises to be a year of
and
fun-filled
Spider-Man.
lensing.
I remember actually going to see the first Avengers with one of my best mates from home, and I'd never have dreamed that I'd ever be in one of these movies, let alone playing Spider-Man. I feel like I'm on top of the world because this is just mind-blowing.
Yeah, I bet it is.
What we always try to do at Marvel Studios is we're building the cinematic universe, is look at the big picture. How can things relate across movies and across years? Avengers Infinity War is the culmination of the entire Marvel Cinematic Universe as started in May of 2008 with the release of Iron Man 1.
Good days, all those good
And
years.
it really is an unprecedented culmination of a series of films interlinked together, which at the time had never been done before. And for us, the important thing is making it all come together. We know they're going to face Thanos. We've been setting that up since Avengers
Nice
1.
sketch of Thanos.
How do you do that in a way that is unexpected, that pits the Avengers against somebody who's more powerful than anyone they faced, and yet make them completely unprepared to face them? Well, tear them apart, which is why we did Civil War before Infinity War.
Smart.
As we were conceiving
That's
and
smart.
executing Civil War, the end of that movie was very much a setup.
Russell
for what
Brothers,
these
man,
movies
you
would be.
guys
We always had that sense of that.
do a great job. I love your movies. You make Cap
Tony is not talking to
better.
Steve. The Avengers are basically a name with nobody in it. The world is vulnerable.
Tony senses this greater threat approaching, and so he is doing everything in his power to keep the Earth safe.
She fails.
Thanos shows us why he's the biggest, the best, the baddest villain that we've ever had, and the most frightening villain that the
Yeah,
Avengers
he
have
bad,
ever
all right.
faced.
The most exciting part is the incredible roster of well-developed characters, and it's going to create a really combustible, exciting, massive-scale adventure.
You know that we're onto something within the studio when we hit upon an idea or we see a piece of concept art and all of us in the room go, this is cool. And in Avengers Infinity War, the Avengers will meet the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Because of what Marvel is, because of what they have done over the last 10 years, these next two Avengers films will be an event like no one has ever seen on film before.
Infinity Gauntlet. Yeah, it's going down all right. "2018, can't wait for you to come by." I gotta say, man, I'm hyped. I've been waiting for almost 10 years for this to see Thanos battle out the Avengers. I mean, we had a glimpse of him in Guardians of the Galaxy Part 1. You saw how he interrogated his subjects and how Gamora is mostly likely his favorite, and how he pretty much impacted as a tyrant of the galaxy. So, for me, I think this is how I feel Infinity War is going to start out for. This is a theory, but based off watching all the other films and up to now, I have a feeling how Infinity War is going to get started. So this is my philosophy. This might be my theory. It's going to start out after the Guardians of the Galaxy when Thanos apprehends the power gem from the holding cell from the first film, and he heads to Asgard after Thor Ragnarok because I can feel that Asgard's gonna get destroyed so bad that Thanos is able to get past the defenses because there's barely no defense left over and steal the Tesseract gem and the I believe the ether. Yeah, the ether is pretty much also in transferred to the collector from Guardians of the Galaxy. I think he is going to get the ether and the power gem from that, and he also going to get the heart gem. I mean the soul gem from Asgard as well, along with the Tesseract. So that'd be four. And then he goes for the rest, which will be on Earth, the Mind Stone and the Time Gem, which the Mind Stone is in Vision, as we can see that he's going to go after Vision with those four gems and destroy him after a fierce battle. So he loses, then he goes to Doctor Strange whereabouts where he hid the Time Gem, and then he apprehends that as well with all six gems. Now that he's unstoppable, the Avengers have nothing they can do to stop him. I mean, as you saw in the clip, Tony, when he sees him, based on the story, and Kevin Feige basically said, um, Tony's going all out just to protect the Earth after the Avengers scattered out the Sokovia Accords. So he's pretty much trying to battle out all this supervillain, but he's outmatched. And Thor, knowing him, he probably is incapacitated. Maybe he didn't get his hammer back from Thor Ragnarok. Maybe he's incapacitated or he's in hell. But either way, it can be one way. And then Hulk, he could probably go toe to toe with him, but with the Infinity Gauntlets and all six gems, he's pretty much no match for him, which will going to be a fierce battle. So it's going to be tragic. And as far as the Avengers getting killed off, I have three people I think is going to get killed off. One is Hawkeye, because he's most likely the one choice. Because based on how the exposure time he's been giving in the Marvel films, he hasn't been getting that much attention. So I think he might be the first to go. And then there's Black Widow, because she didn't have a solo old film. She pretty much was the sidekick, which I still want to see a solo Black Widow film, but it's currently not happening right now. I think she is going to be the next one to go. Knowing that Clint's hurt and killed, she's going to try to go for revenge, try to get Thanos, but that's going to end bad. And the next one is Captain America, because we all know Captain America will die eventually in an Infinity War films. So that way he'll be replaced with the new Captain America, which will be Sharon Carter's version, or the Winter Soldier's version, or the Sam Wilson version. So basically Captain America will be an expendable character. But to me, I don't want him to die. So it's just going to be a tragic, sad ending, but that would be perfect just to motivate the Avengers to unite. Based on how Cap was in Civil War, he believes that the safest hands are still our own, and he believes that he should never give up and keep fighting no matter what the Accords say. So I think that motivation is going to motivate others to join in to fight. So Captain America's death will definitely be an impact to getting the Avengers together. So that's what my third idea of the person who get killed is Cap. And also, Guardians of the Galaxy. After Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, I believe after Thanos steals the Reality Stone and the Power Gem, they chase after him to Earth because they discovered that Thanos is going to Earth to get the rest of the Infinity Stones. And Chris Pratt's character, Star-Lord, realized that's also his birthplace, so he doesn't want them to happen to Earth, so they go after him. And knowing Gamora, she can be the reason behind Thanos. She might be the only one who could talk him down, which I believe she's going to play a strong character part in the Infinity War because, like you said, like Thanos said, that Gamora is his favorite daughter, even though it's not really his biological daughter, even though he killed her family and took her in as adoption by force. So Gamora will be the one that pretty much be Thanos' weak point. But we all know in the comic books, Lady Death is his weak point because he would do anything for Lady Death, but we ain't going to see her in that. So that's scrapped. So Gamora is going to be his weakness. So I believe that's what's going to make the Tyrant lose his edge, and that's how he's going to lose the gauntlet. And that's how the Avengers will be able to take him out in part 2. But in part 1, I believe, is going to be the most devastating, most heartbreaking, the most unbelievable scene of all them MCU films out there. But to this day, my favorite one is The Winter Soldier, because the Russell brothers made Captain America the best superhero that I've ever seen. I mean, it's a superhero that anybody can be. Who had no superpowers and nothing like that, just an enhanced super soldier who can jump off buildings, use a shield as a boomerang, and do all that stuff. It's like it could be more realistic, and how they wrote the script and made it more believable than any other Marvel or any superhero film out there. That's why I really like the Russell brothers on the Infinity War, because I know they will deliver. And I can't wait to see the next project go down because they did a tremendous job in Civil War, which I still is the second favorite. But their first one, Winter Soldier's, will always be my favorite. So I'm glad they're on board directing this because their direction will make the best Avengers film ever written, and that's just a plain fact. So I salute to the Russell brothers on that. And Captain Marvel, I think she's going to play a significant part in part two of Avengers Infinity War because she's very magic and mystic and she pretty much is from Earth. Where she gets, I'm pretty much not currently understanding Captain Marvel's origin of powers because I haven't followed that character that much, but I should. So I believe she will be the trump card along with Scarlet Witch to help immobilize Thanos in a battle, along with Thor and other heroes with powers as well. But I feel that it should be a very interesting concept once we get through seeing Thor Ragnarok at the end and seeing Black Panther. That should be very interesting, give us a clues of what's going to happen. But I strongly believe that this year Guardians of the Galaxy will show us the next, showing Thanos taking the 2 Infinity Stones and seeing Thor Ragnarok in the end where Thanos takes the other 2 Infinity Stones. And then the Avengers Infinity War begins, coming across from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 when they're chasing after Thanos to Earth. They apprehend the Infinity Stones after what he's stolen from the Council. And I think that's what's going to get the Guardians of the Galaxy to meet the Avengers. So that's going to be the impactful moment, especially with Rocket, his sense of humor, and Groot getting close to Tony Stark and other scientists, Bruce Banner talking about how to defeat Thanos and how to get the gauntlet and everything out, and along with Doctor Strange. So anyway, these is my theories of what's going to happen in Infinity War. Let me know what you think below. But overall, MCU, you guys are pretty much the best superhero team, the best superhero script writers, and the best directors I've seen by far. DC has a lot to catch up with, even though I'm a fan of DC, but they have a lot to catch up compared to what you guys delivered to us. So give you a thumbs up again, Russo Brothers and MCU and Kevin Feige. Keep working, keep making us fans proud to be the superheroes. So let me know what you think below. Okay, this is me signing out. See ya.